Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. The Garden Gate at 105 South Jefferson Street in Sigourney, proudly serving Keokuk County and the surrounding area for over 27 years. Give Cindy a call at 641-622-3191. Hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to noon. Stop into the Garden Gate for fresh floral arrangements, jewelry, home decor, sympathy gifts. They even have Hawkeye and Cyclone items. They've got something for everyone. It's the Garden Gate on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
Hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome in. Hello. Oh, thank you. Hey, it's a Friday morning, Friday, January 3rd. Welcome into the morning wake up here on Steve Shedler Media. It is always sponsored by our headliner, Brothers Market in Sigourney. Of course, they make savings made simple, and you can find more information and get a whole lot more stuff at shopbrothersmarket.com. Also, by downloading the Brothers Market app. Take advantage of that. We thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. We also thank Oski Dental. They sponsor our studios. And you can schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients, going to file your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider at 902 South 17th Street, Oskaloosa. We thank Brothers Market and Oski Dental for being big sponsors, big supporters here on Steve Shedler Media, as is the Garden Gate in Sigourney. You know, the Garden Gate's been proudly serving Keokuk County and the surrounding area for 27 plus years now. And they bring us our forecast. Mostly sunny skies for today after seeing some snow yesterday. You know, I had about 3/4 of an inch of snow here in the big town of Sigourney, Iowa yesterday. So we didn't get quite what we were expecting. You know, they were calling at one point for 2 to 4 inches. We got about 3/4 of an inch. So that was, that was good. We don't need several inches of snow. Mostly sunny today, high around 20. However, wind chills are going to be about 5 below at times. Northwest winds kicking in at about 20 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 8. And then for tomorrow, clouds increasing, a high, again, only around 20 degrees. Saturday night, a slight chance of snow after midnight, a low around 14. And then Sunday, snow is more likely, and accumulation of 1 to 2 inches is possible on Sunday, mainly afternoon, and a high of just 18 degrees. Now, I've been seeing some ridiculous weather things on Facebook here. Just this morning, I saw some people sharing some just absurd weather-related items on Facebook showing, we could see a foot of snow here in southeast Iowa coming up on Sunday. It's just, you have to be careful when you have to consider the source. I mean, the National Weather Service gives you the most accurate information. Other people just like to, other weather sites and weather-related Facebook pages, they like to throw these ridiculous amounts of snow out there just to get attention for their Facebook page, to get shares, to get people talking, to get people scared. So don't just be careful. Consider the source of the weather information that you're sharing out there on Facebook. Otherwise, currently we have humidity at 77%. Winds are west at about 10 miles per hour. The barometer at 30.42, dew point at 8. And according to the National Weather Service equipment right here in the Oski Dental Studios, we do have, it's about 12 degrees. Officially, I'm looking at the temp gauge here in the studios. 11.5 degrees is where we're at 7:06. On a Friday morning. So a chilly start to our day here in southeast Iowa, and could see some snowfall on Sunday. 1 to 2 inches is what the National Weather Service is looking at. Let's take a peek at our This or That. It's brought to us by Stacy Flynn at the Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. This is cake. That is ice cream. If I had to choose, I'm going ice cream. If I can have them together for like my birthday, sure, yeah. But if I absolutely had to choose between the two, I'm going with ice cream. So there you go. Those are my opinions on the This or That. Make sure you put your opinions in. That post went up and goes up at every weekday morning, 6 a.m. on my Facebook page. Our question of the day, it's sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa, 202 North Main, Sigourney. And this goes up at noon today. Should you take your shoes off in someone else's house? I think it's common courtesy. At least, when you walk into somebody's house, I would think that you should at least offer to take off your shoes. Now, if they say, go ahead, keep your shoes on, then yeah. Whatever the host wants is what you should do. But should you take your shoes off in someone else's house? How about that for an interesting question of the day? It goes up at noon on my Facebook page. Let's see here. Tonight, we got more basketball. Last night, Josh Clubb and I had the Pekin Columbus games, I should say. The Columbus girls won their game. The Pekin boys won their game last night. So hopefully you tuned in for that. Tonight we've got Sigourney at Linville-Sully. Now this is an audio-only broadcast. I just want you to be aware of that. Don't tune in expecting to be able to see the game. Now, we're just going with what Linville-Sully wants. We're happy at all that we're getting in there to be able to broadcast the game. So it'll be like a radio broadcast tonight via Facebook and YouTube. So just, again, I don't want you to have your expectations set where you're going to be able to see the game. We're just doing, it's an audio-only broadcast tonight on Steve Shetler Media. But better than nothing, that's for sure. Sigourney at Linville-Sully, audio-only coming up tonight. We'll go on the air here on Steve Shetler Media shortly before 6 o'clock. Make sure you tune in for that. Now, coming up today at 11:30 this morning, we'll have that guy, Mr. Mike Bernard, at Barnwired in Sigourney for our Iowa Music Showcase. That's every Friday from 11:30 to noon. Mike Bernard, he's a cowboy hat-wearing singer. And he's coming to us from the Ankeny, Iowa area. I had Mike on over the years previously on the radio with me before. So Mike's a good guy, and we'll be chatting with him, getting some original music today from 11:30 to noon at Barnwired in Sigourney. Again, basketball is tonight, and then tomorrow morning we'll have the sports section live from Barnwired in Sigourney starting at 8 a.m. Make sure you tune in. Josh Clubb, my basketball play-by-play announcer, is going to be hosting tomorrow. Andy McGuire needs the morning off, so we'll have Josh Clubb in to host on the sports section tomorrow from Barnwired. Again, Iowa Music Showcase and Iowa Music Showcase and the sports section both air live from Barnwired, and these are both shows that you can attend live and in person if you want at Barnwired. Just come in, whether it's the showcase, you can get some lunch, get something to drink, warm yourself up with some coffee. Tomorrow morning, get some breakfast, get some coffee, whatever you want to do. Be there in person, watch it live on Facebook or YouTube. Got these two shows coming up at Barnwired this weekend. Moving on to our community calendar, it's sponsored by Enchanted Events, just south of Sigourney, right off Highway 149. A fantastic place to host your next event, like a wedding, graduation, reunion, or whatever you got coming up in 2025. Book it now at Enchanted Events, just south of Sigourney. And on the community calendar, let's see here. We've got the Valentine's Dinner Fundraiser. Now, that is really small print for me to try to read off of my computer this morning. The 4-H'ers in Keokuk County going to have that Valentine's Dinner Fundraiser. So make sure you use that QR code on your screen or contact the Iowa State University Extension for more information. So put that on your calendar. What else do we have? We've got the Keota Athletic Boosters Chili Supper coming up on the 7th, which is next Tuesday. That's a winter athletes and booster members eating for free. The public is $7. Games that night versus HLV. So, again, if you want some chili and you want some basketball, put that on your calendar for next Tuesday. And then way in advance is the Bras for a Cause. That event taking place at the Carl Craft Civic Center in Hedrick on April 12th. With modeling, the ever-popular modeling by the Hedrick Volunteer Firemen. So, again, that's coming up, Bras for a Cause, April 12th in Hedrick. That's your community calendar, sponsored by Enchanted Events. Okay, I think we got through most everything. Let's go ahead and do our birthdays. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! All right, our birthdays. Hometown celebrity birthdays brought to us by Nikki Leathers at Hometown Real Estate. Get more info on the listings for Nikki Leathers at hometown-re.com. For the weekend, it's a Friday, so we're going to cover Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We've got Douglas Sarver, Doug, with a birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Travis McDaniel, my crazy friend, Travis McDaniel. Do you guys remember I posted here a few months ago a video of a guy in a cowboy hat with a rattlesnake in Iowa? He's kind of the Central Iowa rattlesnake guy. Travis McDaniel, he's a friend of mine. He's got a birthday today, so I don't think that he'll be dealing with rattlesnakes in January, but who knows? Got Steve Widmer with a birthday tomorrow. Cody Branstead, my neighbor right up the street, Cody, with a birthday tomorrow. Travis Horn, one of the Iowa professional wrestlers that do the pro wrestling thing. Travis Horn with a birthday tomorrow. Charlie Comfort. Worked with Charlie several years ago. Charlie with a birthday tomorrow. Katie Sheets from Sheets Chiropractic, birthday on Sunday. Nathan Grooms, a friend of mine from Ottumwa, on Sunday has a birthday. And then Morgan Heenaw. Happy birthday to you, Morgan. Couple days in advance. Those are your hometown birthdays. Now, birthdays for celebrities today. We've got Stephen Stills from Crosby, Stills, and Nash, turning 80 today. Boy, those guys had some great harmonies. John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin, turning 79. Actress Victoria Principal. Was she in Dallas? I think she was in the TV show Dallas back in the 80s. Victoria Principal, 75. Actor Mel Gibson, turning 69. I like Mel. One of my favorite movies of all time is the movie Signs. Mel Gibson is in that, does a great job. Football player Jim Everett. I remember him playing for the Rams back in the day, 62 years old. Basketball's Cheryl Miller is 61. Auto racing's Michael Schumacher is 56. And then Eli Manning of the football Manning family, 44 years old. Those are your celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. All right, those are your birthdays. Let's bring my ugly mug back on the screen. A good morning to you. Got a little fuzz or a cat hair on my nose right now, trying to take that out of the equation. I'm looking to, by the way, if you're watching the video, I'm looking down at my trash can right now. My cat Poopy, who hangs out here in the studio quite a bit, now likes to make his home in the garbage. I should move my camera just to show you. My garbage basically consists of papers and stuff. After I read them with you guys, I put my papers down in the garbage. That's where Poopy likes to hang out. So he's now officially a garbage cat. Poopy. Good old Poopy. Maybe we'll name him Garbage instead of Poopy. I don't know. I'm lost. What's up next on my show? What do we usually do at this point? On this date, it's Friday, January 3rd. On this date in history, 1521, Martin Luther was excommunicated by the Roman Catholic Church. On this date in 1521. It was on this date in 1888 the very first drinking straw was invented. It was on this date in 1943 the very first missing persons report was broadcast in New York City. New York City? 1943 for the first missing persons report. On this date in 1973, George Steinbrenner bought the New York Yankees from CBS for a mere $12 million. Now, back in 1973, $12 million was a lot of money. I mean, it still is a lot of money. But when it comes to Major League Baseball, $12 million in today's world, $12 million is nothing. I mean, that's a drop in the bucket. So, George Steinbrenner buying the Yankees for $12 million. Now, today on the National Day calendar is National Drinking Straw Day, since it was invented on this day. It's also National Chocolate-Covered Cherry Day. I don't know. I'm not a big chocolate-covered cherry fan. Of course, I'm super picky, so my opinion, I don't know. It doesn't really count, because I don't really like much of anything. I like the basics. I like my meat and potatoes, folks. Before we go any further, let's hear from some of our sponsors, including our headliner, Brothers Market. Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191.
Are you looking for the perfect holiday gift for a friend, colleague, relative, or hostess? An Iowa wine from Tassel Ridge Winery is an excellent place to start. Red, white, and blue and blackberry are very popular among sweet wine lovers, while fans of white wine love our award-winning Kennel Glow White and Brianna. For people who prefer pink semi-sweet wine, we offer Steuben and 8 other rosés. Dry wine lovers like our 2021 Iowa Petite Pearl. Tassel Ridge wines are available at the winery and at 350 retail outlets located all over Iowa.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Winter in the Midwest can definitely be unpredictable. Whether it's a frozen or broken water pipe, fire emergency, or a surprise mold, ServPro of Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, and Grinnell Pella has you covered with trained professionals ready 24/7, 365 days a year to make your emergency like it never even happened. Visit servpro.com, Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, or call us at 641-682-0782. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore. Hey, we thank all of our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media. We thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headliner on the morning wake up. Of course, they make savings made simple. And Oski Dental sponsors our studios. Give them a call, 641-673-4845. Right now, we're at 12 degrees on this Friday morning in Sigourney, Iowa. Let's jump into some things you need to know. Whoa. Some things you need to know. LeBron James' son. There we go. Bryce James. How many kids does LeBron have? Is he going to be able to make his own basketball team before he retires in the NBA? LeBron James' son, Bryce James, has committed to play basketball at the University of Arizona. I mean, I'm sure it'll be like a one-and-done scenario for Bryce. And I'm sure he's getting a sweet NIL deal to go play at Arizona. But, interesting stuff there. Nikki Glaser, is that how you say your name? Glaser? Nikki Glaser, hosting the first awards show of the season, the Golden Globes, this Sunday night. If you like the movies, if you like movies that you've never heard of, that are going to win all the awards, it's the way it usually works out. Tune in for the Golden Globes. Meghan Markle, the Royals. Meghan Markle's Netflix series, With Love, Meghan, is set to premiere this month. So if you like that stuff, keep an eye out for that. How about rapper Coi Leray is pregnant. She's pregnant, expecting her first baby with, Trippie Redd. Good luck in life there, little baby Trippie. Unemployment claims are at their lowest level since March of last year. That's good news. Some sad news. Agnes Coletti, a Holocaust survivor and the oldest living Olympic medal winner, has passed away. She was 103 years old. Also, at the age of 103, over the holidays, Harry Chandler, a Navy medic who survived Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor, also, sadly, passed away at the age of 103. So a couple of memorable 103-year-olds passing away here recently. Let's go to other stuff you need to know. Quarterback Will Howard, maybe you've seen some of this on Facebook or on ESPN. Quarterback Will Howard was trying to join the rest of his Ohio State teammates on stage after the Rose Bowl, but security would not allow him to get on stage. He said he was told that the stage was already filled to its weight limit. Now, what I want to know is did they have like a scale that people had to step on before they got on stage, and were they like keeping a tally of how much weight was on stage? They didn't let the quarterback on stage. Come on. I mean, couldn't they have pulled off like the somebody from the Rose Bowl committee or one of the sponsors be like, hey, can you get off stage so the quarterback of the team can get on? Ridiculous. What else do we have here for you? Congress voting on a Speaker of the House today. If they can't agree on one, it could delay certifying Donald Trump's victory. So I need to make that happen. It was back to work day yesterday at Amazon. Workers required to return to their jobs. No more working from home. No more home for you. Get back to work at Amazon. Let's see here. Navy Federal doing a survey. They came out with a list of the best cities for veterans to settle in once that they are out of the service. And at the top of that list is Sarasota, Florida. So if you're in the military, the Navy, they say veterans should go to Sarasota, Florida. That's the place to live. And then finally, in things you need to know today, Denzel Washington, you can call him Pastor Denzel. Prior to hitting his 70th birthday, December 28th, he was baptized at Harlem's Kelly Temple Church of God in Christ. That's a mouthful. The Kelly Temple Church of God in Christ, and is now an ordained minister. Denzel Washington, the actor. So, yeah, I would check out his church. I'd like to see what Denzel has to say. Preach to me, Denzel. Let's go into the impossible, shall we? Today's impossible. It's impossible question. In the impossible, answer me this. The average person needs one of these every 110 days. What is it? The average person needs one of these every 110 days. That would be me. I'm needing one of these. Let me know your thoughts. What are the guesses? Hey, good morning to you, Bubby. I'm looking at the comments on Facebook right now. Bubby, Dan, Patrick, Sherry, Dixie, Amber, Nancy, Sandy, and Sherry. Good morning to all of you. I'm sure there's lots more of you watching that just aren't commenting this morning. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Friday morning. Again, impossible question. The average person needs one of these every 110 days. What are we talking about? A vacation. I need a vacation. I'm probably not going to get a vacation until I'm retired. But that's the way it goes when you own your own business. So a vacation. You need one of these every 110 days. All right, let me throw my paper at Poopy in the garbage over there. All right, let's move on here. What do we got next? The weird? Let's get weird.
That is weird.
In the weird, time traveling. Passengers aboard a Pacific flight. Let's be more specific. It's the Pacific flight. Experienced a rare phenomenon. Phenomenon. They experienced a phenomenon as they departed Hong Kong in 2025. So they left Hong Kong in 2025. They landed in Los Angeles in 2024. Yes, they traveled back in time. The flight took off in the early hours of January 1st, 2025 in Hong Kong, crossed the international date line, and arrived in Los Angeles on December 31st, 2024. So, how about that? Time travelers. Fancy. Polar vortex. Not the polar vortex. Yeah, we're talking ye old polar vortex. Meteorologists forecast that the eastern United States going to experience its coldest January in a decade due to a southward dip of the polar vortex. This weather pattern is expected to bring sub-zero temps to major cities like New York, Chicago, and Boston. The polar vortex. It's feeling kind of cold out there this morning here in southeast Iowa. We were at 11 degrees earlier. We have climb just a tiny bit up to 12 degrees as we're doing this live video. You might be listening to this on podcast after the fact. So if you are, thank you for listening. Earthquakes. New Year's Day earthquakes. Residents in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut were startled by the strongest earthquake to hit the region in 140 years. The 4.8 magnitude quake struck in the early morning, causing minor structural damage and prompting evacuation from high-rises in Manhattan. That was on New Year's Day. Oh, here's a big baby. Don't be such a big baby. No, really. Literally, a big baby. The world's biggest baby. In fact, a baby born precisely at midnight on New Year's Day in Malaysia has broken the record for the heaviest birth weight recording in that country, at least. The baby weighed in at 15 pounds. 15 pounds, what do you get? A big old baby in Malaysia. That's what you get. 15-pound baby in Malaysia to kick off the year. How? Whew. I feel sorry for that mom. I'm not sure if it was natural or C-section. Oh, C-section. Okay. I was going to say, 15-pound baby. Yeah. Try to squeeze that out. And then finally, in the weird news today, a tourist returning from Australia, mate, to the United States was arrested at the Los Angeles International Airport on New Year's Day. I don't know if he traveled through time, but what he did have was eggs in his pants. Are those eggs in your pants? Or are you just happy for the new year? Customs officials discovered he was attempting to smuggle rare bird eggs in his pants. One of the classic moments, if you haven't watched this show for like a really long time, probably at least a year ago, there's a segment that just got Neil and I, my friend Neil Crott and I, in tears, talking about a guy with an otter in his pants. Good times on Steve Shuttler Media. Now we're talking about rare bird eggs in a guy's pants. The man had taped over a dozen eggs from endangered bird species to his legs, hoping to bypass detection. How would the eggs not crack? For one thing, customs agents were alerted by the man's nervous demeanor and an unusual bulge in his clothing. Okay. The eggs were confiscated upon inspection. The man was taken into custody. Bird eggs taped to his leg under his pants. Happy New Year to you. Let's go to the files of Law and Disorder. In the disorder, we have a buggy thief. A buggy thief. That could happen here, around southeast and eastern Iowa. Small town of Sturgis, Michigan. A crime unfolded on New Year's Eve, leaving residents baffled and amused. An Amish couple making a routine trip to their local Walmart reported that their horse and buggy had been stolen from the parking lot while they were inside shopping. The alleged thief, a 31-year-old local woman, reportedly used the buggy to escape the freezing winter temperatures. Witnesses at the scene described seeing the woman hurriedly hitching the horse and buggy and driving off, leaving behind puzzled onlookers who assumed she was part of the Amish community. She was not. Police launched a search and eventually tracked down the buggy thief at a nearby motel where she was found hiding in the bathroom under a pile of clothes. A buggy thief. Trying to get warm. Why would you... Was she on drugs? Maybe. What do we got up next? Something to make you smile? Probably. Let's do that.
Something that makes you smile.
Something to make you smile, brought to us by Lifetime Dental Solutions. They can help you out with cleanings, pediatrics, and orthodontics. Lifetime Dental Solutions. Dr. Stacy Freeze, located on the east side of the square in Sigourney. And something to make you smile. Let's go back to another baby being born on New Year's. A couple in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, started the new year with a dramatic and unforgettable experience when their baby was born in the back of a taxi en route to the hospital. Now, if you want to get this full story, the full scoop on the Rio de Janeiro baby, taxi baby, old taxi baby, being born. You can read that full story in its entirety coming up at 7:45 on the Steve Shetler Media Facebook page. Taxi Baby. Shall we go to the duh? Sure.
Duh.
In some duh this morning. Yeah, this guy's an idiot. New Year's Eve in Liverpool, England. Emergency services responded to a fire caused by a man attempting to recharge his smartphone by putting it in a microwave. You idiot. The man, whose name was not released, was telling the firefighters that he thought the heat of the microwave would, quote, kickstart the battery in his phone. Instead, the phone exploded, causing a small fire that fortunately did not spread beyond the kitchen. The incident has drawn widespread ridicule online, as it should, with many mocking the man's misunderstanding of basic physics. Fire officials used the incident as an opportunity to remind the public to handle electronics responsibly and to follow manufacturers' guidelines for charging devices, which the microwave is not the way to charge your phone.
Duh.
He gets the duh. Let's take another look at our forecast. Weekend weather being sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. We'll have sunshine today. We're starting off with a few clouds, but sunshine expected today. Going to be pretty cold. A high of only 20. Wind gusts up to 20 miles per hour, keeping that wind chill below zero at times today. Brr. Tonight, mostly clear, which means cold air coming in. A low of 8. Thankfully, northwest winds will diminish a bit, but wind chills will still feel right around 0. And then coming up tomorrow night, slight chance of snow Saturday night, better chance of snow coming up on Sunday with maybe 1 to 2 inches of snowfall. So keep that in mind late in this weekend. Again, right now, currently, we're hanging right at 12 degrees here in the big town of Sigourney, Iowa. Now, video-wise, let me look up at the video schedule on the wall. Fridays are usually a little bit calmer. We kind of have some of our I don't know, what would you call it? Like destination videos, some of the big stuff for the week. The Iowa Music Showcase comes up at 11:30 today, live from Barnwired. We've got Mike Bernard coming from Ankeny, Iowa. So stop in, be there in person, or watch here on Steve Shetler Media. We'll get an interview and some live music from Mike Bernard, 11:30 to noon. At 8 a.m., let's backtrack. 8 a.m. this morning, we'll have In Remembrance Of. That's every weekday at 8 a.m. Iowa Music Showcase, Successful Farming coming up at 5:30. Now, you may have noticed that yesterday I did not get my weekly pet from the Heartland Humane Society. With the snow and with the Pekin basketball game, I just didn't have time to squeeze that in yesterday. We will get our weekly pet. We'll get a picture and a nice bio of a weekly pet later on today as well. So, stay tuned for that. We'll get that up and feature a weekly pet from the Heartland Humane Society. We've got basketball tonight. Of course, Sigourney at Linville-Sully again. Audio only for that broadcast tonight. But, big matchup, Sigourney at Linville-Sully. That's tonight starting a little bit before 6 o'clock with our broadcast. Okay, that'll do it for today. You guys have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Stay warm. And otherwise, we'll see you back here on Monday for the morning wake up at 7 a.m.